Good morning. Happy gardening. We have some rain headed our way and another cool front here in South Texas. We are looking at our prayer plant that's making a little flower here. It's doing good on our porch. There's lemongrass. Calling this my little baby deku tree, even though it's desert rose. Got some lovely lemon balm here. Got a passion vine down there. More lemon balms. Some cranberry hibiscus. Our elephant ears are getting pretty big. Got our Cuban oregano, Greek oregano. Trimmed up our rosemary. A friend gave us some garlic chives here, and surprisingly our basil is like still doing pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. I planted out some cilantro down here. This is actually chia seed. This is the chia seed plant. I was just kind of curious. I thinned it out a little bit, gave some to the chickens. I was just kind of curious how it would grow and make seeds, so the ones that I couldn't finish I was dumping for my coffee into this pot, so this is what they're looking like right now. I've got one onion chive making a comeback, maybe two in there. I think I put some watercress seeds in here. That pot needs to be cleaned out. Here's some more basil. Some of this is going to seed. I need to just pinch it off, so I don't want it to go to seed. It's really pretty. And we made a beautiful gluten-free keto cauliflower pizza last night. Here's my little orange bell pepper down here. Hey, buddy. Looking good. And then we've got some flowers. I think I planted watercress in here, and honestly I'm not quite sure. It doesn't look like it popped up. This is actually all baby purslane. So it's edible, it makes beautiful flowers. Not sure if that does not look like my watercress. I think this is baby plantain, because a lot of my, here's my plantain seed. I need to take that in. It reseeded, so this is all plantain seed in here. You can give it to the chickens. We put it in our bath and body creams that help with rashes and things like that for natural skincare. Coming out. We've got baby daturas starting to pop up, and here's what our datura flower looks like. It's a purple and white trumpet flower, really pretty. Here's our lettuces. Now a bunch of them didn't make it. Looked like something had come through and ate a bunch, so I reseeded a lot the other day, so hopefully our lettuces will come up. Put in a lovely wildflower mix over here in our seashell with some new compost, and back here I put a whole bunch of new compost in and just threw in a wildflower seed mix that I had, a bunch of them. I just kind of opened up all the packets, stuck them in a bowl, shook them around, and sprinkle them in there, so maybe we'll have some beautiful flowers with our grapevine and our rose of Sharon. It's our grapefruit tree, lemon, Meyer lemon, and pomegranate. Not sure if that's going to make key limes, so we may need to take that out and put something else in. Here's our Joey avocado, and then here is a look at our herb kitchen garden in the front. Underneath. Bubba, Kiara, hey buddy. We've got our loquat tree over here. Some more flowers. This is our princess. This is our lioness, Kiara. Hey, baby. How are you this morning? Something was eating our Swiss chard, so I popped in a bunch more seed. Hopefully that will come up and things will stop eating it. Got some more loofah that are drying. Probably need to take those in so that they don't get wet by the rains that are going to be coming. Now see, some of these lettuces look really good. And then something came along and ate a whole bunch of them. Ate on a lot of them because these were all supposed to be really full. So I reseeded this the other day with more lettuce seed. As you can see, something really went to town on these, like within a day, 2 days. Devastation happening in the lettuce field here. But we've got some beautiful bell peppers coming on. Some beautiful, ooh, this one's getting pretty big. There's one. Got some coleus over here. This is our jalapeno pepper plant. Some jalapenos in there, looking good. And we've got some cranberry hibiscus popping up this morning. And then I picked a bunch of Malabar spinach for the chickens this morning. It's our sweet potato vine. I did get some of these transplanted out. We got some gourd seed from somebody, so I put some in there. I think these are all broccoli. Some more beets. These need to be separated out. These are more broccoli. Got some pak choy. I think we're pak choy planted out, but forget what's over here. Cilantro. I think that's one's. See, this is watercress right here. This is what watercress looks like. Here's my watercress. Not sure if any of these were going to germinate. Looked like some of my seed was old. Here's another broccoli I'm waiting to plant out. Here's some of the fig cuttings, and I transplanted out our some of our tomato seeds in here. A few of my collards made it. Look like some kale. I'll show you where we planted those. So I've got some Swiss chard, cilantro. I put more lettuce seed in here. Got some kale in here. Kale, so I can fit 4 plants really nicely in here, and that way the leaves will stay a little bit smaller and really nice and manageable and tender. So I did put collard seed in here. Either it didn't germinate or the birds came while we were out during the day and they plucked my seedlings. So I just threw down the rest of the collard seed the other day. If it doesn't germinate, I think there was enough in the hoop house to plant out. These are collards, so this one's a collard. Here's baby collards right here. So in these molasses tubs, there's 4 each. Here's our key lime tree. Here's like our beets and our pak choy. Wayland's constructing stuff, and then our carrots are getting pretty nice size. Again, here's the kale. This is what the kale. This is the Cilantro kale, I believe. There's our baby pak choy. So this is great in stir fries. I love it as a green vegetable to just cook up really quick. And I know the birds were really naughty. I planted a bunch of green Malabar spinach to be along this whole cattle panel, and I literally put like 2 seeds per wire, whatever here. So I have 2 here, and there's 1, but all the rest that popped up, the birds came and snatched up. So I just reseeded that recently, and hopefully we'll get some more popping up over here. Here's the little chuk-chuks. What's up, chuckies? Chuk, 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 chuk. I got some greens. So we're going to be planting our broccoli along here. If I back up, I'm going to put broccoli here, and then there's our carrots over here. Some of them didn't quite sprout. It was a little bit older seed. I probably should have mixed it in with the new seed. But I did a lot of thinning recently. Probably took me about an hour a day, so 2 hours to come in here and thin them out. So we've got purple Cosmo carrots and scarlet Nantes carrots. So orange and purple. These are, this was, I think, in the mums section. So this is like a purple mum with a little yellow center, which is really cute. I've got one dianthus that made it. Look at that. Here are the mums. Right, bye-bye. Oh, there's our goji berry plant. So there's some goji berries. Need to pick those. I had already pre-trimmed back our fig trees. They're putting on leaves, so when we get the cold front, if they drop their leaves, don't worry about it. I just wanted to make sure we pruned ours before we were getting any kind of cold fronts, because I wanted these to seal over and not be open and exposed to the cold weather. So if you didn't prune yours, I would not prune it until after the cold front comes through, and if we get a little bit warmer weather, maybe think about pruning them. But I did these, like a month ago or so, I think. Here's our Juliet Tomato. We had to move them over here so that there's more sunshine. This is our other specialty tomato plant. I'm actually going to be coming in here and see how this is a sucker. Once it gets big enough, I'm going to take some cuttings and root them and plant them in the other 2 pots and see if we get some tomatoes over here for fall. I didn't want to do too many in case we lost some. It wouldn't be a big loss. So we're gonna have 4 tomato plants over here. Put some more Swiss chard in here. And just trimming up the banana trees I didn't quite finish to let some more light in. Here's our moringa tree. I had cut it back so it's bushing out, which is really kind of cool and fun. I keep it under control by having it potted. If it was in the ground, it'd be like 30 feet tall. So it was originally 1 tree, and from the Texas freeze, it died back, and then it branched out and made 4 trees from that one. So I never really actually got to dig it out and replant it. It just kind of regrew from the base, which I left it more bushy. So we've got some parsley in here, and this is our new addition. This is a dwarf baby Cavendish banana tree, so hopefully it won't get as tall as these beauties who are like 30-something feet tall. So maybe to the fence line, and then we'll get some cute little, so I put a bunch of new compost back in this area and planted that about a week ago. And then I think that's Mexican heather in there. I'm not sure where that came from. Put some purslane. I forget what this stuff is, but it's really pretty. This is really soft, and this is kind of cool. We got that from a plant swap. So there's a tour of the fall garden as it is right now. There's our big oak tree that creates a lot of shade. Our hoop house. And then I just like to come, when we come out in the morning, so we come out here to the back porch in the morning, and yes, I gotta move some things around, but this is our view of our backyard and our urban garden here in Corpus Christi, Texas. We're zone 9B, and most of the things we grow in the shade, partial shade. Some things have full sun. And then we also have our compost tumbler here, but our biggest composters are the chickens in the backyard. We throw them everything, and we cleaned out their run that we had them in for the last 5 years, and so there's probably a foot of compost and leaf mold and all that, so we've been putting that everywhere. My foot is still healing, but I'm able to walk around. It's just still kind of painful from when I dropped the pruning shears, and it's taking a long time to heal, and I have some nerve damage. So always wear shoes in the garden. And hopefully this will fill in really nicely, and we'll have some beautiful Swiss chard, and hopefully my lettuce seed will pop up and we'll have some beautiful lettuces. And that's it. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining us here at Becca's by the Bay in our little urban backyard gardens.